We're so pleased to be joined by John Chambers, Chairman and CEO of Cisco. You know, John has built his entire career on seeing around the corner, identifying market transitions, and making big bets on what's next. And he's been right so often. If you go back to when he keynoted here in 1999 and you listen to that speech, he talked about things like the connected home. He saw the future. He's called it right almost every time.
"2014 will be the transformational pivotal point for the Internet of Everything." In the last 6 to 9 months, it was like somebody threw a light switch. All of a sudden, government leaders, business leaders around the world began to understand this was going to transform their country, transform job creation, transform education and healthcare. And businesses realized this is really going to be a moneymaker, and it's going to also enable me to interface to my customers, my employees, and others differently. If you were to take away only one number from today, think $19 trillion. This is where I get the attention of CEOs, governments, business leaders. We've done in-depth research, first on what the private sector could do by industry group. And as we did this, we found that the $14.4 trillion over the next 10 years would apply to almost every geography in the world and almost every country and theater in the world. But we just released today the section on the public sector, and it's $4.6 trillion of either new revenue generation opportunities, new savings, better services to the citizens of their countries. We will look back 1 decade from today, and you'll look at the impact of the Internet of Everything, and I predict it will be 5 to 10 times more impactful in 1 decade than the whole Internet to date has been. We're going to talk about smart cities. When it works, and this new IT really is effective, streetlights prevent crime. Our clothing tells us when we've got a fever or we need to see a doctor. Factories really react real time to changes in markets, and cities will react to literally changing weather patterns as they occur. Now let's look at communities that are really doing this.
We needed something to become our backbone, and Internet of Everything has become the backbone of that. We went through several issues, such as, for example, smart water, and we are saving $58 million on that. We are working very hard on lighting, and we are saving in a year 1/3 of our invoice, which is around $37 million. We own the parking slots in Barcelona, and we have increased in a year roughly 1/3 also of our revenues, which is about $50 million also. But what's more important for us is jobs. And in 6-7 year time, we have generated 47,000 jobs related to smart cities.
Now let's bring it closer to home and literally think about the home of the future, the digital home. Service providers will be a huge partner in this. There are a number of service providers who are making major inroads in this area, but in my opinion, one of the very most progressive and the one that's seen the most success in many areas is AT&T.
We love what's happening with the Digital Life project that we have launched in now 59 markets, and it's the first all IP, all digital, UL approved home security and automation service that is designed from the ground up to work with smartphones and tablets. I think this is a great thing for the future of the country, to be able to have that Internet of Everything where the house is connected to the car and to anything that you want it to be connected to.
You have to think about making it simple. You have to think about making it secure. You've got to do your services very, very fast. It's got to be seamless so you can go across not just moving video to any screen, but the ability to combine security with video, with mobility in a very unique way. And then you've got to make it intelligent throughout.
We're going to show our latest Videoscape release that we announced yesterday. It's called Snowflake 14.
And Videoscape is our capability to deliver this from a cloud.
That's right.
And really make video usable in ways that it wasn't before.
That's right. In the middle here, you see the first 9 channels of my channel lineup. So I can scroll through these. You'll notice it's all of the channels are live continuously. If I want to go to the next 9 channels, I just pinch on my mobile device here. Then I'll swipe sideways on the mobile device. And what you're seeing now is a timeline. So rather than having to individually DVR anything, actually everything is being DVR'd in real time. Here's live HBO. If I just swipe this direction, I see the start of the program that was just on, and I can keep swiping back to see the programs that have previously been on, and I can even swipe forward to see promos for programs that haven't even been on yet.
You probably know Rick from the Day in the Life series that he did. He takes very complex topics and is able to bring them down in a way through photographs, through storytelling in a way that we can grasp.
This Human Face of Big Data project was by far the most challenging we've ever done. We sent 100 photographers around the world and over a 2-month period to try to capture this. For the first time in human history, we've all become human sensors. Our smartphones, our jawbone devices, our credit card transactions, our Google searches. We're getting a 3-dimensional matrix. It's like watching the planet develop a nervous system. I agree with you. I think 2014 is the year we're all going to look back on saying that's the year everything started to change.
When you think what will be the topic for this time next year, I can tell you already what it's going to be. It's going to be about digital countries. The ability of a country to completely transform itself. This is going to take this to a whole new generation. It will affect everyone's life in the world. I want to thank you for joining us today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.